Hello everyone, welcome back to Jacqs. Thank you for joining me today. I thought I would try out this new Sizzix cut and emboss die that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. It is the one that is the coffee cup here that says thanks a latte. So let's give this a try. To create this card, we're going to need some white cardstock. I'm using this Pen & Gear premium cardstock from Walmart. I'm going to use some white foam, and I'm using 3mm, and I got this from Wendy Foam. I will have this link down below, as well as all of these other supplies. I'm using a sheet from this Kai Growing Garden paper pad, a sheet from the Hello Darling stack, and this is by DCWV. I'm going to use some vellum in one of the projects. I'm not sure if I'm going to use a clear one or one with glitter. We will also be using some acetate. I'm using this clear plastic from We Are Memory Keepers. And we'll need some confetti or sequins. I think I'm going to definitely try to use this tube confetti from the Dollar Tree. I think that would be interesting to try, as well as some other sequin pieces. We will also need some scrap colored cardstock, and then that should be all of the supplies that we'll need besides some adhesive. To create the card base, you're going to need a white piece of cardstock, and you're going to cut that at 9 by 6 and score down the center and burnish. So now we have our card base. Next, I'll be cutting the first layer out of the Growing Garden paper pad, and I've decided to use this piece, and it is 4 3/8 across by 5 7/8 in length. So it will go on top of our base card like this. Next, you'll take your foam and you'll cut it out to be 4 1/8 by 5 5/8. You'll use your cut and emboss folder and run that through your die cutting machine, and you're going to run it through as if it's an embossing folder, not as a die. It will come out like this, and we're going to use this as one piece except for the center, which we're going to pop out. For the top layer of our card, I used a piece from the Hello Darling DCWV paper. I cut it down to be 4 1/4 by 5 3/4. I used the embossing folder again and ran it through my machine, and it cut it out, and it looks like this. And then you have the extra piece from the center. Next, what we'll need is a piece of acetate or clear plastic, and you can really cut this down to any size that you want, as long as it covers the coffee cup in the center and provides a border around it. I'm going to use some sticky thumb tape runner adhesive to adhere this to the back of the card. Now that we have the plastic adhered to the back of our cardstock, we're going to adhere our adhesive foam. So here is the adhesive that I cut out. It is sticky on one side and not on the other. So I'm going to be putting the sticky side down, and what I'm going to do is first align the coffee mug with the foam and then adhere it to the rest of the card. Now you may see a little bit of the white foam, but I think that's fine. And then just press that down. Now, to make sure that none of the sequins get staticky in there, I'm going to use one of these little powder bags. Now, if you recall, the Sizzix embossing folder came with these little dies of these little images here. So I thought I'd show you what they look like. Here are the 2 different types of cups that you get. The take-out cup, and then the coffee mug here. Some leaves. Here are the 2 different acorns that you get. Here is the pies. I think those are cute. Leaves, and then the pumpkins. There are 2 different types of pumpkins as well. So for this one, I thought I would put in some of the mugs. I thought those were cute. So we'll bring out our card base. We've already added our first layer to that. What we'll do now is to start adding our sequins to the center. I'm going to put these cute little ones in there. Let's add a pie, shall we? How cute is that little pie? So I'm adding some of the tube confetti. When I was tearing it apart, it actually got a hole in it, so I'm just gonna squish them out. There we go. And then I thought we might use some gold ones here. This is also from the Dollar Tree. Ooh, that's pretty. Seems like I'm making this for fall, but I really wasn't. It's just looking like that. In my stash, I have these light green stars. I thought those might be fun to add. A few more than I thought. And then I thought maybe some white circles. These are iridescent circles. I think that's going to be enough. Hopefully not too much. Let's try it out here. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. So that's all of our sequin mix we're going to add. Okay, I've added Fabri-Tac glue to the back of that, and now I'm going to do my best to center this onto the card here. I think that looks pretty good. And then just push down so that it gets adhered really well. And let's give it a try. Yay! It worked. You can see the little cups in there. How cute are they? Love it. All right. So that turned out well. Let's finish decorating the card. To decorate the card, what I've done is ran some scrap colored cardstock through and just did the lid of the cup. And here that is. And I'm just going to adhere it right there on top of the acetate that we added. A die also comes with this set that you cut out 2 little lines and it helps define the cup. Now I have cut that out in yellow. It's a lighter yellow and I think that would look really well. I also have a green. Yeah, I think I'll do the yellow. Unfortunately, I wasn't thinking about adding adhesive to the back of that cardstock, which would have made it easier. So I'm going to go ahead and add these. And I'm kind of just guessing where the lines should go. I'll add that one right here and hope that that looks okay. I don't think it really matters. It just gives the illusion that it's a cup lid. So for the center here, you know, you usually have that protective cover that goes there. A lot of times I notice people are just adding the sentiment that says "Thanks a Latte" right here in the center without putting anything there. So what I decided to do was I'm using that shimmer vellum. I added the "Thanks a Lot" here, and I'm going to adhere that right here in the center. That way you can still see the sequins under there. I mean, not a lot, but you can still see that they're there. So I kind of like that idea. I'm just going to use some art glitter glue to put this down. For the top here, I thought maybe I would add some of this fossilized amber to just bring out the steam picture there, the steam impression. Don't want it to be too much, but maybe just a little bit more. can tell the difference. I mean, look at that compared to these down here. I think you could definitely tell. It adds just enough, really. I might do some down here, just kind of random. There, kind of like that. Okay, so I think I'm going to call that done. I thought about adding some stickers to it, but I like the way it turned out. And since it's the first one, might as well do it this way. The inside is left blank for someone to fill in. But yeah, that turned out really cute. I'm really happy with that. Now, if we move on, you'll recall that it did cut out a center of the coffee cup. So what I did was I went on my Cricut and I found a whip topping and I cut that out. It had some sprinkle holes there and I thought maybe we'd add some of the tube confetti in there. I thought that might be cute. We'll see how that goes. Now to put this on there, I am just aligning it with the lid that's already there. And I think I'm going to have to do some trimming, but that's going to be cute. It'd be easier to make some pencil marks and see what we get from that. So I'm just going to trim some of that. We'll see how that worked out here. Doesn't have to be perfect. We can trim more once we get it on. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. Okay, so I'm going to use my art glitter glue. So that's what it looks like once we get the whip topping on there. Really cute. So let's try. Now I did already have this part cut out. I think I'll go ahead and use it since I have it available. And then I did have some more vellum. That would be cute there. And then put this on top. And we'll add some sprinkles. You could actually use this as a tag if you wanted to. Hope you can see I'm just dabbing a little glue in the little sprinkle holes there and adding some of that. Trying to keep them on the side if you haven't noticed. So you can see more of the color. Okay. So that's it, everyone. I just wanted to share what you could also do with this and create a tag. That's why I didn't put anything there. You could put string. You could also use the other foam we have and place this on a card and use that as well. But I did want to share this new die that I just got from Hobby Lobby. That was a reduced item, and it is really quite versatile and lots of fun. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you next time.